Hello again, friends. Welcome to week 18 of How Not to Diet Book Club. This week we read pages 511 through 540, and Dr. Greger shared with us research about weight loss boosters of negative calorie preloading, improving sleep, and reducing stress. Those will all help us to lose weight faster. In the negative calorie preloading studies, they had participants eat a large 900 calorie pasta meal. And then the next time they got together, before they served them the pasta, they served them a 100 calorie salad that included lettuce, tomatoes, carrots, celery, and then allowed them to eat. But because they were full of these water-rich vegetables, they ate 200 fewer calories. So the 100 calories of the salad basically disappeared, and they were left with another 100 calorie deficit in their meal. So they were able to lose weight. The next time they brought the participants together, before the meal, they served them a vegetable soup, a 100 calorie vegetable soup, and then turned them loose on the pasta. Well, interestingly, they ate 300 calories fewer of the pasta, and so the 100 calories of salad left them with a 200 calorie deficit. So if we want to lose weight, we can drink water before a meal, we can preload with soup before a meal or with salad. They're all excellent. Fruits, apples, serving one apple before a meal actually had the same 300 calorie deficit. So apples are delicious. It's like eating dessert first. But it will allow you to feel fuller. It gives the brain a chance to read the signals from the sensors in our stomach that say, there's food in here, I'm not nearly as hungry. Next, Dr. Greger talked about sleep, improving sleep. And current research shows that 7 to 8 hours is the optimal hours for sleep. And they did a test with people who were allowed to sleep for 8.5 hours. They measured before and after the amount of weight that they lost and the amount of fat that they lost. And then they had another group sleep for only 5.5 hours, and they measured before and after biopsies on them. Interesting that they lost the same amount of weight, but the people who slept for 8.5 hours, the weight that they lost was pure fat. But the 5.5 hour sleepers lost lean muscle mass. So our sleep is more important than I thought it was. I knew that during the night our bodies heal, and I've heard that our bodies take out the trash and get rid of toxins, but I hadn't thought about brain toxins, and they do accumulate in the brain, but recently researchers have found that our brains have a drainage system, and if we don't get enough sleep, that toxic waste accumulates in our brain and can lead to Alzheimer's. So we want to get enough sleep so that trash can be drained away. If you are having trouble with sleep, Dr. Greger talks about the 4 rules of sleep conditioning and 4 rules of sleep hygiene, and you can refer back to this reading for great tips on improving your sleep. Next, he talked about stress relief. Well, stress causes all kinds of problems in our bodies, including boosting our appetites. A stress hormone called cortisol is released when we are under stress. It boosts our appetite and makes us crave junky food that's high in fat and sugar. Well, I could have told you that, but scientists have proven it. And the fat that usually accumulates around our vital organs, and that's dangerous fat. So we want to reduce stress in lots of ways. A measure of cortisol, the stress hormone in our body, can be found in our hair. You know how tree rings can tell you how many years old a tree is? Well, our hair can tell us that every inch of our hair can tell us how much cortisol has been released in our body during a 3-month period. Isn't that fascinating? Ways to reduce stress, of course, exercise. Aerobic exercise like walking and swimming is excellent. Laughter is great medicine, and it also reduces the cortisol release in our body. Yoga and massage reduce stress. They don't necessarily boost weight loss, but they do reduce cortisol, and they feel good. Music, relaxing music, not headbanger music, but relaxing music can reduce stress hormones in our bloodstreams, and different mindfulness techniques as well. Meditation, prayer, all kinds of clinical mindfulness techniques are helpful. And YouTube has gobs of videos that can teach them to you. A low-fat diet also helps to reduce cortisol in our bodies, the stress hormone. Plants are anti-inflammatory, and they also, cortisol is produced in our fat cells, so we want to reduce the amount of fat that we're taking in. And one way to do that is by eliminating meat, fish, and dairy, because they're highly, they cause a lot of inflammation in our body, and they also produce cortisol. You are what your mom and your grandmother ate. Isn't that fascinating? That they tracked a whole bunch of pregnant women, and then they tracked the children afterwards for years and years, and moms who ate higher protein had children with higher blood pressure and much higher rates of obesity. So if you want to be kind to future generations, eat more plants. I love having weight loss boosters of stuff that I enjoy, like soups and salads and fruits. We want to improve our sleep and reduce our stress. We'll be able to lose weight more quickly and more comfortably and sustain a healthier life. Remember, you matter. Never give up. I'll see you next week. Bye now.